Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about, I guess, the opposite of a bucket list, sort of. So in today's society, there's so many expectations from yourself, from other people around you. The media create expectations, and you're left feeling like you have to be perfect and do well in every single aspect of your life, which isn't really realistic. Automatically, you just strive to do better, always do better. I'm always trying to keep up with my goals and my dreams, and whenever it fails, because that happens quite a lot, I get very disappointed in myself, and I have to lower my expectations for myself because I don't expect the same from everyone else as much as I do from myself. And sometimes, reflecting on my life and the person I've become, I see that maybe I've focused, or not maybe, it's a fact, I've focused on being a good girl for way too long, and it comes to a point where I kind of cancel out myself. I cancel out my opinions, my self-worth, my self-confidence, my personality. Like, I strive so much to be a great person that everyone loves. Like, I hate to confront people. I hate to go into arguments with people. I just want everyone to be friends. I want people to like me, and I don't want to upset people. I don't want to hurt people. I just don't think there's a place for a bucket list in my life right now. Like, I will always have dreams. I'll always have goals. And I have a lot of goals for the future. But for now, because of my situation, just, health-wise and just work-wise, life-wise, I just need to start relaxing more and just F everything. So that's why I decided to make a F it list instead of a bucket list. I want to just shift my focus. It's impossible to be everything for everyone all the time. And I think that if you just give yourself a little bit more acceptance and understanding, you'll end up giving so much more of yourself to other people in the long run. So that was a long intro. I'm going to get into this F-it list and go point by point. And this is just what I have so far. I'm sure I will add some more things in. But yeah, so the first thing is to believe in myself. I don't have confidence at all, and I just have to stop comparing myself, because I will always find people that are better than me in some way or worse than me. But they're just different people, and I just can't compare myself to other people anymore. I just can't. I have to stop. And in that way, I might start believing in myself. I have no idea how to do it. I would love to get some advice. And the next point is to trust my decisions. I experienced a lot of times at work and in other situations as well outside of work that I just don't trust my decisions. People would ask me something, and like, deep down I know exactly what I mean, but as soon as I have that thought of meaning what I mean, I get insecure and I start thinking, no, I'm probably wrong. No, it's just, other people know better than me, so let's just go with what other people think. I've definitely grown to do better in that area. I really try to be honest with myself and be honest with people, but again, I'm just so scared of hurting someone or being too harsh, or offending people. So I just keep my opinions to myself. I have to say, if I'm in an environment where I really trust people, or I feel really, really comfortable with the people I'm with, I don't have a problem at all to tell my opinion. So it's all about just confidence again, and just feeling comfortable and safe in the environment I'm in, I guess. The next point is to learn how to say no. It's very hard to me to just say no and not give a reason why or an explanation. I feel like I always have to defend myself or come up with a good excuse if I say no to people. Again, because I'm really scared I might hurt them, or that they will misunderstand something, or that they may not think that I don't like them, or I don't want to hang out, or yeah, that's just an example. Okay. Number 4, and this one is really important for me, is to stay away from toxic people. And toxic people can be around you everywhere. Like they can be within your family. They can be your boyfriend or husband, or your friends. They can be a colleague, they can be your boss. Getting away from toxic people can be very difficult because they can, number one, be very manipulative, be very needy. And it doesn't really have to be that the toxic people are has an intention to hurt you in any way. It can be, for instance, really negative people. People that are always have something negative to say, that always puts you down, that makes you feel sad or bad about yourself or your life. Or they can be mentally or physically abusive. I've dealt a lot with people that is in the lack of empathy. For me, that is very difficult to understand, because I always try to understand the people I'm talking to, or the people I surround myself with, and even the people that really has hurt me throughout the years. Like, I always make excuses for them. Well, maybe it's because they've had a difficult childhood, or that they're dealing with illnesses, or other toxic people in their life. And it's just stupid, because if people are really treating you bad, make sure you don't put any time or energy towards that person. Just is to don't compare yourself. And I talked a little bit about that in my first point of believe in yourself part. I think it goes hand in hand. I need to accept that I'm not perfect. And I've never claimed to be, by the way. But there's no point in trying to be perfect when you know that there's no such thing. And no one's perfect. So you just have to let that one go. Also, immediate detox is tends to be really effective. An example of that for me is I've erased a lot of the interior Instagram profiles that I was following, because I would always look at these great, perfect homes that looked completely clean and tidied up and organized and perfect at all time. And I would think well, it's what they do for a living. It's fine. But then I see that they have 5, 6 kids, and they work a full-time job, and they still have things on fleek. And it made me just feel so bad about myself, because I know that my house is not perfect. It is not tidy. all the time, and it is not clean all the time. These profiles, I mean, people aren't taking pictures of their completely messy house and all of their dust bunnies. Like, they only take pictures when the house is tidy and perfect, and that's what you see. So you don't, there's no need to say sorry. By saying sorry when I really don't need to is kind of degrading myself. I'm a people pleaser, and I'm really scared of making mistakes, and I'm really scared of offending people, like I've said before. You know, I often have a feeling of people, like I'm in the way of people. I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm bothering people by asking for something or asking a question, or just being in their way. So I think the next time I'm about to say sorry, I'm gonna stop and think if it's really necessary. Have I really done something wrong? Have I really offended someone? Have I really hurt someone, or bumped into someone, or forgotten something important, or made a huge mistake? If so, then saying sorry is an okay thing to do, but if not, then I'm not going to say sorry. And that's a goal I'm going to set myself, is to speak up. It's just simple and short, and not going to explain that. It's just about, being true to yourself and being honest to people around you, and actually tell them what's on your mind. And next is, don't try to make people understand, because they won't. For me, I was thinking more about my health issues. I have MS, and a lot of people just don't understand it, and they don't really want to. I've done a video about things that you shouldn't say to someone with a chronic illness, and I will try to remember to link that down below. But I go more in depth of that point in that video. It can be transferred to a lot of other situations as well. Like, once I was talking to someone about mental illness, and I could hear that the person did not get it, like, at all. It was a grown person that said some really bad and ignorant things about people with mental health issues. And I mean, what I should have done was to speak up and tell them my opinion, because I got really mad. I got really mad. It was just not an okay conversation. But I could completely see that this person would never really understand mental illness unless the person would experience it for themselves. So I decided not to even give it any more energy, and just not try to explain, because if you're a grown person and you still haven't gotten the knowledge to understand, or at least try to understand. And then again, a lot of it is about empathy as well. I try to let it go, but it really frustrates me. That thing is to just don't care what other people think. I'm always scared of what other people think of me. I don't want people to think that I'm lazy, or that I'm not a good mom, or that I'm not intelligent, or normal, like, because most times I don't feel normal. I have interests that are far from what other people have. Like, for instance, this whole passion of makeup is not something I share with anyone in my group of people. And so I just always feel really stupid for talking so passionately about makeup or skincare or hair care, when the people around me are like, really? They don't understand. But then I get response from you guys, and I see other YouTubers being just as passionate, and it's okay again. But it's just so easy to just look inside of this bubble, and just feel like a complete outsider. And I think, it's important to be different. It's okay to be different. I just got the Kevin Aquan, probably saying that wrong, Making Faces book, and I love it. It's so great. And he is talking about, like, growing up in his hometown, always feeling like different from everyone else, having completely different interests from everyone else, being gay and the problematics around that, and just all of his challenges. And then he ends up in New York, and he becomes this great, amazing, well-known makeup artist. And he was all about embracing being different and being unique, and that is actually a really good thing, to be different, and that you shouldn't try to become someone else than who you actually are, because who you are is unique. No one else is exactly like you. And that's why the people that do like you, because you are you, and that's why you shouldn't ever change for someone else. Is to make sure there's always a little clutter and dust at home. I was talking about that previously, but I think I have to, like, lower my shoulders on that and not try to be perfect, because it just, for me, that's a big energy thief, to always try to maintain a clutter-free and clean home. There's no chance I'm going to do that. I just can't. So don't blame yourself for everything. So again, that has to do with, being sorry part. Like, if something has gone wrong, even if I know that it's not my fault, I just blame myself. I say sorry, it's probably me that messed up, it's probably because I did this and that. I need to stop doing that. Next, don't let someone walk all over you. That has to do with the speak up part as well. Like, if someone is really treating you bad, you should say something. For me, that has always been really hard, because I get so emotional, and it's hard for me to speak up, because I tend to start to cry when I get really angry or really upset or feel really hurt. And I don't want to do that in front of other people. So I just go silent, and I shut up, and I don't speak up. But I really want to do that. I really need to do that for myself. I have to stop letting people walk all over me. I just have to. It's really not good for me, and it's not okay. And the last and final point that I want to share is to find your calm. Make sure that throughout the week, or throughout the day even, that you do something that makes you happy, something that makes you at ease, that lowers your stress, that releases anxiety. For me, it has been definitely meditation. Getting into crystals and all of that, I have no idea if it works, but it works for me in the manner of, making me feel more calm and at ease with myself. And yoga has been a big thing for me this past year, I would say. Um, Going for small walks, um, doing something creative, like doing my makeup or painting or singing, playing my guitar, writing, reading, even things like that, makes me feel more calm. And that in itself is a goal. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it there. I hope I didn't make you fall asleep. I hope I have encouraged you to stop doing things that makes you feel bad and start doing things that makes you feel better and happier about yourself and your life. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.